Get your prospects to tell you these three things, and your close rate will improve dramatically. And I've done this before, but I just want to hammer this in, right? A lot of closers often jump into the pitch. So they've got their product, they know is great, or their service, whatever they're selling, and they just want to tell you everything about it. But here's the thing, right? A successful sale isn't just about what you're selling, it's about why someone needs it, why they should get it from you specifically, and why they need it right now. It's about aligning it with the prospect's needs, their beliefs, and the timing, which is very important. This is where urgency comes from. So that's where the three whys framework comes in as a powerful tool to achieve this alignment. Install these into whatever frame or script, framework or a script or you're using. It doesn't matter who you got sales training from. Install these into mentally into your head as you're going through your script. So first one is why this. In every sales call, there are really two sales happening, right? The first is the sale of your approach. So before they care about the specifics of your offer, they need to buy into the how, your method for getting them to their desired results, right? So first and foremost, you want to find out why your prospects chose this as in your method for solving their problem or achieving their desire. Look, every prospect has options, right? They could try a do-it-yourself approach. Nowadays you have AI, you can Google stuff, you can AI stuff. They can hire someone else or choose a completely different approach, right? So why are they considering your solution? This is something you need to find out, right? Because if they don't believe in your vehicle or your method to getting them XYZ results, they don't even consider your offer. It doesn't matter. The pricing doesn't matter, objection handling, none of that shit matters. Your job is to make them see that your method, your approach is the best, it's the most effective and most reliable way to get to their desired outcome. So let's say you're selling intermittent fasting fitness product, right? Hypothetically, why do you think you can get results with intermittent fasting rather than the traditional 3 to 5 meals a day? Or let's say if you're selling a online biz op or approach to making income online, what makes you think you can make 10K a month with drop shipping instead of maybe one of the other business models, digital marketing, e-commerce? Why not try one of those first? We're basically giving them pushback. We're giving them way out. Like, why do you think this is the thing that is going to get you XYZ result in comparison to so and so? When you ask these questions, 9 times out of 10, if you have a qualified prospect, decent marketing upfront happening, they will tell you the reasons they feel like this approach or this way of getting XYZ result is better. Because as human beings, we need to justify our decisions, and they're going to justify it to you. The goal here is to have them justify to you why your solution is the ideal one for them. And it's about helping them recognize its value for their specific needs. So ask yourself, have I proven why my method is the fastest and most effective path to their success or to their desired result? Next, we're going to talk about the timing aspect, right? Why now? Your next why has to be the one creating urgency. If there's no urgency built there, there is no deal, or at least not today. And this is when you get the whole I'll think about it, right? Prospects will say I'll think about it, and then nothing happens. You can have fantastic objection handling, but if you haven't really built urgency, doesn't matter how good you are at objection handling. Our goal is to maximize our chances of closing the deal on that first call, and urgency is key to that, right? You want to find out why your prospect is on the sales call with you today. Why not 6 months ago? Why weren't they, ready to get this going 6 months ago? Or why not wait until next year? Why not wait till the summertime? Why not wait till Christmas or after Christmas? Find out why today, right? Why now? There's always a reason for the timing. If there's no reason to act now, they'll just keep pushing it off. And they wouldn't have shown up to the sales call in the first place if there wasn't some sort of urgency involved there. So, Mr. Prospect, you've been in XYZ pain or XYZ problem for the past 2 years, and you finally decided to reach out to us. Curious, what shifted recently? Like, what happened recently? I have a very pirate mouth, but why the fuck are we on this having this conversation now, right? This is what you're trying to find out. Why not just wait until the start of the new year to do this? You can also make them feel the urgency by highlighting the cost of waiting. So what is the real cost of inaction? Let's say if I'm a business owner and my business is doing 100K a month. What happens if it just continues doing 100K a month over the next year? Is it that bad? Like, what happens if they keep delaying? You have to find this out from your prospect. Like, in comparison to me having a business that now is doing 100K, and of the year is doing 200K or 300K or a million a month. Like, that growth, what is the cost of inaction? If I'm able to get this business to 200K, that cost of inaction costs me 100K a month over the next 6 to 12 months, which is a million and a half, right? What will their life look like in 6 months if they don't solve this problem? This is not just, I just gave you a B2B example. It can be fitness, it could be relationship, whatever. For example, let's say you help business owners scale to 100K months, right? This is the easy example for me to explain this. If they wait, they're leaving tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table every single month. And that is an insane opportunity cost. If your services help this business owner go from 100K to 200K a month over the course of, let's say, 3 months, and they wait another year to do this, that means 9 months they lost out on an additional $100,000 a month. So that's 900K in opportunity cost. And that is their cost of inaction, right? Elicit their reasoning behind the now aspect. Like, obviously, you need to understand this, but you can't tell them this stuff as a sales rep, right? You have to elicit reasoning behind that they have behind the now aspect, right? And you can use it later to overcome objections if needed. If they hit you with the think about it, you'll have this. And it also creates urgency. And then last but not least is the why us. Even if they believe in the method and feel the urgency, let's say, right? There's still one final question they need to answer. Can you in your company actually help them? For any sale to be made, trust has to be involved. If the prospect doesn't trust you or the company you're selling for, is going to be very tough for you to make that sale. Regardless how good you might be at handling objections or any of that nonsense, if they don't see you as the right person or company to guide them, they'll take their money and business elsewhere. Now, this one has to be subtle and almost fly under the radar during conversation, right? So, an example here could be, I'm curious, John, there's like three other companies that are doing similar things as we are. What made you reach out to us and not to Joe Schmo? Whatever their reasoning is, it is their reasoning of trusting you to at least book the call. And you have to drill that in your head. That reasoning is something you can bring up later in the event. They don't want to move forward immediately or at all. Now, obviously, all these, you're not asking like a robot, right? None of this will work if that's how you sell, just reading a fucking script. Please go get help, or come to one of our uh, join one of our sales teams, and you'll get trained like an actual killer, an actual shark. But please don't read a script. If you're a sales rep watching this, um, it all has to be done in a conversational fashion. It cannot ever feel like a script, because otherwise you're useless. You're not a sales rep. You're a fucking order taker, right? If they don't believe you are the right person to lead them, they won't move forward, even if they love your method or your approach to getting them XYZ results. And that is it for this one. Hopefully, you got some sauce out of this, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.